very much.
We're going to take you to Potteries now, the Potteries, Stoke-on-Trent. Whether you want to be there or not, we're taking you there. This is a song which I wrote with Gilly Nichols a few years ago, and it's called The Potter's Dream. It's one of my favourite songs that I've been involved in, and it's quite dense, quite a dense song. It's a cinematic song. I suppose it's in two parts. The first part, the clog, is the emblem. A young girl buys a pair of designer clogs, puts them on her feet, clatters down the road very happily, and as she goes down the road, the kind of screen swirls, and you're thrown back into the Victorian period and maybe a bit earlier, and people are hard at work wearing the clogs, thumping around in the slush, and it's tough. And in the second part of the song, it's a potter's wheel. In the modern day, a girl is working on the potter's wheel, and as the wheel goes round and round, the clay goes round and round, she is kind of mesmerized and is taken back in time, and she remembers what it was like for the potters, all the hard conditions and everything. So as I say, it's quite cinematic, and because it is that, I'd like to give you a bit of prose from Arnold Bennett's Clayhanger, a wonderful book from a wonderful writer from the Potteries area, which I hope sets up the song, certainly the first part of it, the clogs part. She danced, and the service doorway showed a vista of open-mouthed scullions. There was no sound in the room save the concertina and the champion clogs. Florence's face began to perspire, and then the concertina ceased playing so that an undistracted attention could be given to the supremely difficult final figures of the dance. And then suddenly the dancer threw up one foot as high as her head and brought two clogs down together like a double mallet on the board and stood still. It was over. And thus was returned to the people in the charming form of beauty that which the instinct of the artist had taken from the sordid ugliness of the people. The clog, the very emblem of servitude and the squalor of brutalized populations, was changed on the light feet of this favorite into the medium of grace. Few of these men, but at some time of their lives, had worn the clog, had clattered in it through winter's slush and through the freezing darkness before dawn to the manufactory and the mill and the mine, whence, after a day of labor, under discipline more than military, they had clattered back to their little candle-lighted homes. The clog meant everything that was harsh, foul, and desolating. It summoned images of misery and disgust, yet on those feet that had never worn it seriously, it became the magic instrument of pleasure, waking dulled wits and forgotten aspirations, and putting upon everybody an enchantment.
Flexible and strong, holds together all the pages, weaves the dreams we build upon. A pair of clogs sits in the shop, white embroidered a la mode. Kate hands over all she's got and clatters proudly down the road. Echoes of the past resound with every step. The blackened terraced rose, the cobbled shining wet. Her distant cousins crouch, enveloped by the smoke. In sepia caps and shawls, the manufactory's cog. flexible and strong, holds together all the pages, weaves the dreams we build upon. My coarse hands draw the wheeling clay, spinning centers thoughts within tomorrow's potter's holiday. Tradition is a steady thing, the place I climb the ladder to stack the saggoed pots. Good drawn from the fire, the only wage they got. Paint is drawn by arsenic, dippers weighed with lead. The labor laid them low, the cold clay is their bed. The thread that binds the ages is flexible and strong, holds together all the pages, weaves the dreams we build upon. The dragon came alive at night with licking tongues of flaming red. The valley was an awesome sight, the beastly kilns are dead. Pots and clans and clogs will form a future clay. They'll marry in the earth upon some latter day. Kate admires her feet and I admire my vase, and so we contemplate this treasure that is ours. The thread that binds the ages is flexible and strong, holds together all the pages, weaves the dreams we build upon.